Brian, the Pittsburgh Comic Expert, also known as PGH Comic Expert, also known as PGH Comic Expert 42, if any of you guys are on Comic Book Realm and want to connect with me. So anyway, I got a new haul. Not certain what number. Oh well. Hit up that same shop that banned me. I mean, I just keep going back. Got a funny story about that when I get to part 2 of this video. So part 1 is I got some books here, and they had this big stack of the Nom. I don't know, about 20 some issues or so, and he had a $10 price tag on it. So I bundled it up, and I asked him if I could have like these 6 books with, which is 3 for $1, with the stack of Nom books for $10. And he looked to see if the old man who kicked me out that one time and yelled at me for soliciting one of their customers was there. And he noticed that he wasn't standing there, so he did give me a deal. He said, just this once. So anyway, this is part of that. The stack of Nom books, I'm going to do a separate video because it's huge. And thanks to Stephen Watson for getting me, as well as Murfinator, who kind of got me turned on to this series. I think Murfinator said he wouldn't pay more than $1 per book. That's kind of where I'm at with this. Some of them I think are worth, the $3. I got a couple of other ones to show you from a different shop that were probably worth it. But yeah, I want to read them. I read the first issue. I thought it was pretty cool. I'm going to go through and read these as much as I can. And, just check it out. And anyway. So let's get going. So picked up Death, The High Cost of Living, 1 of 3. Didn't find the other 2. So it's only a matter of time before Death starts making an appearance in Lucifer, I would think. Hard to say. Lucifer was a spin-off of Sandman. Sandman is part of the Endless. He is Dream of the Endless. There is Death of the Endless, Desire, Destiny, etc. So I think it's only a matter of time before we start seeing some of these Endless characters make an appearance, or at least get mention in the Lucifer TV show, because it was renewed for another season. Alright, he also had, I've been trying to buy some old Conans, get into that. I know I'm a little late to the party there. What are there, like 275 issues in the first volume? Maybe I'll pick up some of the Savage Tales ones too. So grabbed Conan 141. Like I said, these were 3 for $1. They're in okay shape. Picked up 2 copies of this. This is Cage number 1. I think that's volume 2. It's got some issues down here in the corner and some yellowing. I mean, it's been a well-read copy, but same goes for this one. I picked this up, and as you can see, he's tearing up his yellow, and he's got a new look. So this is the new Cage. I just saw the preview. I just finished up Daredevil on Netflix and just saw the preview, and for the Luke Cage solo story. So I really have a feeling his stuff is going to take off, even his later stuff, because that's kind of the look he's going for now. I mean, yeah, he doesn't have the afro anymore. He's kind of got the flat top going on, but or the close cut going on. But eventually he's going to be. I have a feeling he's going to be, sporting this look. Alright, saw this ROM number 2. Picked this up. That's a Sal Buscema cover. I'm up in the air about ROM. I don't know if I'm going to ever try to collect it. It's a pretty nice copy, though. And then I found this. It's kind of worth shit condition, or it's kind of worth shit given the condition it's in. But if this was a mint book, it would be $20. And that's Marvel Presents Marvel Presents number 1, and that's Bloodstone. That's actually the first appearance of Ulysses Bloodstone. Looks like a cool story. I might give it a read. The book has some issues. It's got some water damage on the back for certain, so it's probably not going to be worth that much. Comics Book Realm says it's like a $2 book, so I paid 33 cents. So if I even sell it for $4, hey, whatever. All right, so that's all from that store, minus that big stack I showed you. So I showed this in my last video. This was Steel the Indestructible Man. I got that at that same store last week, and that is Vin Crew had made a mention that Citizen Steel which is this person's grandson, is going to be appearing in the new Legends of Tomorrow season 2, which I don't even know how that show got renewed because it was terrible. Don't hate on me, guys. I didn't like it. I'm not a fan of the CW. The Flash is okay, but as far as Arrow and Legends of Tomorrow, if I watch another episode, it'll be one too many. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to take advantage of the comics. So, anyway, without further ado, I found this one, which is the first appearance of the actual Citizen Steel full appearance, and that's a beautiful Alex Ross cover. And that's Justice Society America. I don't even know what volume. It's number 7. And that apparently is the grandson of Steel the Indestructible Man. So happy with that. Paid $3 for it. I have a feeling it is going to take off. It seems those characters seem to take off whenever they appear on CW. So visiting that same shop, I looked and saw that he had a box of the Nom, and these were $3 a piece, but I thought it was worth it because they're really hard to find on eBay, and they're expensive on eBay. So I got the second print of Punisher Invades the Nom. That's number 52. That's the first time that's the first time they include the Punisher in that story. And then they did have the first print, which right now on eBay, that's a $10 book, and of Nom 52. And then I picked up the second part of the story, part 2 of 2. So that is Punisher Invades the Nom part 1. I know there is a part 2. It's in the 60s, and I haven't found it yet. Alright, so that's all for my local shop. Got some eBay orders in. Nothing super fancy. So this was an auction steal. Nobody was bidding on this. It was a $10 opening bid with free shipping, and there was 30 seconds left. So I'm not going to pass up Jack Kirby or any of the other old school artists. So these are about VG. Got a Tales to Astonish 83. Love that Hulk cover. And then Tales to Astonish 84, the Submariner cover. So closing the gap on those, starting to get some of those books out of the way. Again, that was $10 for the pair, and shipping was free. So I really made out with made out like a bandit with those two, and can't complain. You know, I mean, and there's nothing key about them, so it's not a huge deal. And then Vincrew also mentioned a while back that the reprints of some of these books are actually starting to go up in value, and I believe he would be right. So I found these reprints for $8 for the pair. So I got Marvel Super Action number 19, that reprints Avengers number 58, the Origin of the Vision. The original copy, 58, it's still kind of in reach, but I can't really, buy 58 without buying 57. So here's the last book of this video, is Marvel Super Action number 18, which is that awesome Buscema cover. That's one of my favorite Avengers covers ever. The original Avengers 57, it's kind of up there. It is on my top 10 list. I don't know. I could get a copy for $300 if I wanted to, graded. I'm just, I really have a hard time dropping those type of bills on a book, especially with kids and everything. So now, I kind of learned a lesson from that. But anyway, so that's my video, guys. Thanks for watching. This is part 1. I'll be uploading or doing part 2 here shortly, going through the issues of the Nom that I found at that resale shop. Peace. What's up, guys? It's Brian, the Pittsburgh comic expert again. The last video I said I was going to go through. I found a nice stack of the Nom books at the resale shop that banned me. So hey, I guess they didn't ban me enough to where they wouldn't take any of my money. Alright, so I'm going to go through these one by one. It's not the whole run, but it's a decent amount. And some of these are duplicates. I'll mention them. Like number 1 is a duplicate, but my first original number 1 is a high grade and it's signed. So I'm probably not going to get, wouldn't be willing to trade this number 1. But we did get number 1, number 2. By the way, I think Michael Golden did the first 11 covers of these. Number 7, that's a double. It's up for trade if anybody wants it. Number 8, First Tunnel Rat, that's a double. These are in okay shape. Some of these have been well loved and others have not been. Some of them are in mint condition. Let's see, number 10. All right, number 11, that's a duplicate. Number 12. Number 13, really like that cover. Like the use of the colors on that one. Number 14, that's a Bob Camp cover. Bob Camp did Ren and Stimpy, if you guys don't recognize it. Number 15. We got number 16. Really like that one too. I can't wait to read these. I want to get them all though before I read them. Or at least start. Number 17. Really like that cover too. That's also Bob Camp. Yeah, he did some comics back in the day. This one's in mint condition. Number 18. Looks like it hasn't even been cracked. 19. Most of the ones that I'm not mentioning are John Beatty covers, but occasionally there's going to be a Bob Camp cover. Number 20 is a Bob Camp. Also 21. 22. That's a good cover. I like that one a lot. 23. This is a duplicate. It's Moreno. It's also a pretty cool cover. I think Steven Watson featured that in one of his videos. Okay, this one is an Andy Kubert cover, so I'm a huge fan of the Kubert family. 24, really like that cover a lot. Let's see. 25, that's Wagner. 27 is Wagner. R. Wagner, not Matt Wagner. Can't tell on 28 here. And 32. This is... Who did this one? This is Wagner, R. Wagner, and Bob McLeod. There we go. So that was the last one, 32. In the previous video, I showed you guys the Punisher Invades the Nom. So we have the second print, number 52. Then we have the first print. And I can't read who... Is this Zaffino? I don't know. I've never heard of him or her, but these are Zaffino covers. But I opened the inside, and lo and behold, these are inked by one Mr. James Palmiotti. So that was way before he started going by Jimmy, clearly. And anyway, guys, that is my that was my Nom haul. I showed you the other. Like I said, these are the ones from the local shop. But yeah, I did have a nice big stack there. Closing the gap. There are 84 issues. That's a lot of books. That's that's a whole short box, I think, to itself, worthy of that. So anyway, the ones that were doubles, if anybody's interested in them, you know, trade them, sell them for $1 a piece. Doesn't matter to me. So all right, guys. Thanks for watching. I look forward to the comments. Peace.